Nope. Not interested in any of these items. I know I should hang on to the stupid thing here. Let's see. Grand Life. Nah, I don't really care about it. Let's see. Fire resistance, 10%. Dominating blow. That's a melee. I don't do melee, so we'll get rid of that. Let's see. Keep that. Giant mask. I used to keep a lot of these things, but you know what? Let's keep track of them. Alright, so now we're going to sell them. So now selling all this basically gives me 1 orb of transmutation. I've identified it up. I've gotten 20 of them. The basic standard ones gave me the scroll fragment for the Skull of Wisdom, and then 18 alterations. So now we'll go back to the stash, and I just store everything in there. Alrighty. I only have 97 more fragments to go, and I'll get a timeless eternal emblem. Whatever that is. I don't know. I just started playing this thing. So there you go. And as you can see, I just got tired of collecting these freaking flasks, so I had this thing, I'd load it up, because 3 flasks will give you, like 3 giant will give you a colossal. I actually got to go through, I've just been throwing all my gems I've been getting, finding, some that I bought, and then in this last one I've started stacking cards, and I guess if I get these 7 cards, I'll get 20 orbs of fusion. If I get 4 of these cards, I get life armor, whatever that is. And then these are socketed items that you put in your passive skill tree. So, as you can see, like that one is a 1% while dual wielding, 16 to intelligence, cold damage, 3% to non-amulet chaos damage over time multiplier. Alright. And then we'll go into the passive tree real quick. Oh, and this thing is huge. So you need to take a look and decide whatever path, whatever character you're doing, you want to be able to pick a character, run a passive tree. Now there's tons of videos on YouTube. There's stuff on the internet saying, oh, you want to do this, you want to do this, follow this path. Well, I'm following my own path. I happen to like using minions, so Lord of the Dead. Minions have 10% increased max life. I can do 5 zombies, 5 skeletons. I'm going to be boosting that up. And then I also like using fire. So basically I'm a fire necromancer. So, and of course my path leads me up here to Heart of Flame, and then I'm working over to Breath of Flames. Unfortunately, one of the things that you find, now while my intelligence is pretty high, see, increased fire damage, that goes up to elemental. I haven't taken that yet. Took just the fire damage. Spell damage just breaks it all down. Over in here, heart and soul maximum. So basically there's a lot of different things you can do. Gone over to here, up to this point, because that is 30 to strength and 30 to dexterity. Well, why do I need strength and dexterity if I'm a mage? All depends on what armor you're wearing. And then down here, This is my first socketed gem that I brought down here so I could do a socketed, which gives me this jewel. So at least I got one. I increased my elemental by 10, and I get a 3 mana regen per second. Whether or not I continue over to this, we'll see. Like I said, I'm still trying to figure it out. I'm not going to bore you. I have one point. I got to figure out which way I want to go. See, there's a jewel socket up there, so I'm already there. So that would be what? 1, 2, 3, and that would give me mana and intelligence, which falls along my setup. But wait a minute, hold on a second. Oh, frack. Son of a gun, I waited too long. Shoot. Bloody heck. You notice something's missing? My portal. If you stay too long in town, your portal disappears, and then you have to use the waypoint. Which is going to suck, hopefully. No, not Solaris. Ah! They say it's supposed to last 8 to 15 minutes. I don't think that was 8 minutes. I went in, sold everything. Yeah, well, see, now everything's reset. Now you see on the main map how it's all down. So that means I have to go back all the way up. Actually, you know what? I'm not even going to bother. I'm just going to go turn my thing in. No, I didn't finish. Out of here. So, as you can see, I got my zombies. And I can create skeletons. That's fire. Fire blast. Now, if you're wondering what the triangle that is, that's a 3-banger. Now, that normally is just one fireball. Now, I've got jocketed setups in each one, which gives me advantages for the fire. So I have my fireball, and I have volley support, which adds 2 to it. There's my summon skeleton. Now before, I'm trying to find a decent one that's connected by all 3 that I can put in a gem that'll actually increase that. But I don't know, we'll see. That triangle was Assassin Mark, which curses all targets in the area, making them more vulnerable to critical strikes. And then if you kill the cursed target, it'll grant life and mana and a chance to gain a power charge. So I kind of like that. So I get 7 life, 7 mana, and I'm in the process of booping that up. Now summon Holy Relic, which is, you see that thing that's right behind me that's kind of spinning around? Alright, basically what that does is, if anybody's near me, unfortunately it only works when you do a normal attack, so you can only use a normal one. Now, with it in place, my minions move 32% faster, so that's why I have it up there. Decoy Totem, I've just kind of got it in there for the time being. It's nothing I really use, but if you pop it up, you know, it taunts the monsters, they all go running. Now this is the biggie one. This is the Scorching Ray. That's the one that looks like a friggin' blowtorch going out. Herald of Purity, which is a debuff, which lowers your mana, but When I kill an enemy, it summons a sentinel, and they attack. So, and minions have 10% more life. I can get 4 of them. Adds physical attacks to spells. So, and then down here is infused channeling, which is a support gem that supports Scorching Ray. You know, I don't know if it does Purity, but I've got it in there basically for the Scorching Ray, because that's a kind of a pain in the butt. Down here is the Holy Flame Totem, which is the one that pops up and it does the flames. Increase critical damage, and then volley support. Which means is when I pop that up, instead of doing 3, it just goes nuts. On my okay, that's my boots. Then on my hands, my zombie ones, I put onslaught support, which if they kill them, I get a 10% chance when they do it, when they hit, which gives them a better chance, and they can do onslaught, and then of course phantasm. So when the zombies attack, and when they deal a killing blow, it can bring up 7 phantasms, which is bowmen floating around just shooting everybody. More players to the party. And then this is my Firestone with combustion support and spell cascade. Now what that means is, see how that is like a far distance? If I did not have that, it wouldn't be over here. I'd lose it. It spreads it out. So I gotta go back down to the docks. So that thing normally does 2. Let's see where we're going here. I gotta just sit back sometimes. Here, I'll let my zombies kill them, and you can see what it does. The next one. Oh, there's the docks. Come on, we're. Seriously? I really want to do is get my speed up to 40%, then I really move fast. Right now I've only got it at 11%, unless I take a potion. Okay, shoot, I gotta clear this whole thing out again. I think there's something down here I'm supposed to be getting. Okay. Alright, see how the little ones, they popped up? That's phantasm support. And if I kill them, doesn't matter what I use, I get those guys. If you notice when I'm hitting, it's... One of the reasons, you notice that ball around me, that's a support infusion. So for like 3 seconds, I'm like invincible. I can't be touched. Plus, it's great for just killing everything here. Alright, where are we here? Okay. That's the Spectoral right there. They don't last very long, but they last long enough, especially in a big thing. And there he goes. Wrong way. Let's go down here. That thing is just... I mean, look at my mana. I'm just sitting there, just going. I mean, I can sit here pretty much all day long running this thing. Oh yeah, okay, yeah. My fireballs are... Jeez. The amount of damage I do. Grab the ring. I don't bother grabbing any of that stuff. It's... Wait a minute. How come... Oh, son of a gun. There was one down here and I didn't find it. What the heck? Okay, I can't get down there. Oh, that just takes them right out. Oh, chest down there. You're like, oh, chest. Something good. No. Even the superior stuff just basically gives you bottom. I see, this is what I like. I can sit across here. They can't touch me, and I can just sit here and take them out. Alright, let's see, where are we? Okay.
The Monkey King names you slave. No, you are the gems of Rayclast, not the treacherous stones you dig and die for. It is time to bend the Monkey King's ear. Tell him your true name.
The Monkey King. I'm like, wait a minute, Monkey King? It's from China. I don't think it's got the same... Here's my waypoint. Alright. What? Okay, this is...
Now there's a familiar face. Before you say anything...
I killed him!
I did try to kill you. Inexcusable. I allowed pragmatism to overcome honor in a moment of desperation. Please accept my deepest apologies. And what do you say? Can the two of us make a fresh start? Marvelous. Now, as you've clearly noticed, the All-Flame has given me another respite from oblivion. Alas, it's a partial success only. I am neither man nor spirit, living nor dead. A
What?
state that comes with some rather frustrating restrictions. I know we've only just been reacquainted, but to put no finer point on it, I need your help.
Yeah, after you tried to kill me last time?
Interested, are we? Oh, splendid. In return, I have a gift or two that I may bestow upon you with a click of my translucent fingers. All you need do is furnish me with a crystal decanter and a juicy piece of fruit. Two humble items that remain agonizingly out of reach for a man in my peculiar situation. Will you look at that? The decanter
good.
spiritus. As exquisite today as when I found it all those years ago. You may fault the man, but you can't fault his craftsmanship.
Okay.
I'm sure you've heard of Malachi by now. Ever the heterodox, he sought otherworldly inspiration by imbibing a substance called ghost wine. For the purpose, he created the decanter spiritus. I found it on my last visit here. Liquid placed in this crystal decanter becomes quasi-apparitional in nature. I'm sure you can glean the decanter's usefulness to me. Conventional liquids simply don't hit the spot. I am one sorely parched revenant. I hid the decanter spiritus in the marketplace so as not to cause temptation for the less morally steadfast in my crew. Look to the carven heraldry there and find a lion. Emperor Chittus was stabbed in the posterior by his own Lord Mayor on the eve of the Purity Rebellion. Chittus's grieving gemlings buried him in the imperial gardens, and a plum tree was planted upon his resting place, so that his mourners might taste of his glory for years to come. I found that tree, and one of my men tasted its fruit. I've never seen so much agony crammed into such a brief moment. This may seem a peculiar request.
So don't eat the plum.
Please, bring me one of Chittus's plums.
Okay.
This current form comes... I visited San some 30-odd years ago. Those ghasts, the Undying, you call them, scurried up from the sewers near the river and slaughtered all but a few of my most stalwart lads. Oh, they're a foul parody of humanity, those Undying.
Okay. Let's see if I can get a good look at him. So that's sort of what he looks like, huh? Interesting. Okay, but... yes. Got rid of that stupid thing. Now all I gotta do is go back to her. Let's see what we got here. Okay. Shoot, wrong one. Wow, that was interesting. Let's see. You know what I like about this? All you have to do is hold down the button and it attacks. No, no. I know, I kind of seem overpowered, right? Well, what level am I? I'm level 35. Everything in this area is like 28, 28 and 30. Wisdom. Now see, Quartz Lawn only takes up one spot. Oh shoot, darn it, I didn't mean to do that. Darn it here. That I'll check, because that might be better than what I have here. Oh, let's see, 24% increased. Nope. Unfortunately, I can't get rid of my belt yet because... See how I unequipped it? These turned red. You cannot use it. 67 strength. 63 strength. 47. My strength is only 44. So... I have to have something in that. Now my dexterity is 90, so that's good. It's a little bit lower, but I'm trying to work it so, like I said, because some of the armor that I'm using, now simply because of the gems, 9% increased rarity of items. This one actually does 355 armor, so. I like a little protection. Alright, before this gets too far, I'm going to post this up.